welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Tupo. If you're new here, welcome. Please subscribe, like, comment, give me a thumbs up, guys. Today I'm going to show you these 3 different techniques on how you can achieve box braids. So if you guys want to see how I achieve these looks, please continue watching. Guys, my hair is already washed and moisturized. I'm going to be using my Rockville comb, my shine and jam, my yarn. Yes, we're using yarn instead of rubber bands, sis, and as well as my scrunchies to achieve this look. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start sectioning my hair from ear to ear, just a straight line, exactly the way I'm doing. I'm going to make sure the line is really nice and clean on the front right there. Alright guys, so once I section my hair from ear to ear, I'm going to start working with the front first. So I'm going to section my line from my temple all the way to the middle right there, exactly the way I'm doing. So I'm just going to use my scrunchie to hold the hair, just so you know I don't have to work twice. My hair is really thick, as you guys can see. If I don't pre-section my hair, I'm going to have to be working twice. It took me an hour to get myself all together, so you better believe it, you're about to be looking cute. So I'm going to section one line in between my back, exactly the way I'm doing. And then I'm going to section 3 lines in the middle as well. So together I have 8 sections, sis, okay? So it doesn't have to be like really nice and straight or whatever. It just has to be nice and decent. You know what I'm saying? You want to make sure the lines in the front are really nice and straight. That way it looks cute. While I was still talking, sis, have you subscribed to my channel? Don't forget to turn on your notification button so you do not miss out on any uploads, because this channel is getting what? Juicy! Yes, sis! So I'm going to be sectioning out the little yarn string that I'm about to use for one section. So this is the amount of yarn. You just gotta make sure it's nice and long. I'm going to take my shine and jam and then apply to my hair just to make sure the line is really nice and clean or whatever. And then I'm just gonna take my baby hairs out of the way too, just so you know I look all the way cute. Period. And then I'm just gonna take my shine and jam and apply it to the remaining of the hair just to make sure my scalp is really nice and clean. And then once I do that, I'm just gonna take my yarn, okay, the yarn that I sectioned out. I'm just gonna make sure I have a little piece on the top right there, and then the longer piece is on the bottom. And then I'm just going to start going round like I'm doing a knot or something like that. You know, I'm just gonna go round in a circular kind of motion, just exactly the way I'm doing. So just make sure you're nice and snug on the bottom, but not way too tight that you're gonna give yourself a headache or anything like that. As you guys can see, once I let it go, it is not going anywhere. It is not unraveling. So you're just going to take the little piece on the top, and then you're going to go on the opposite direction and just tie a little knot, sis. Okay, so that's all you're going to do, and then you're going to cut the excess yarn using your scissors. Very, very easy, very beginner friendly. Anybody can actually do this. All right, so I'm going to be using this 3X Freetress braid. This is 68 inches and I'm using 2.5 packs for this look. So it comes 3 in a pack. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the hair out exactly the way I'm doing. Take the little rubber band that it comes with off, and then I'm just gonna take my scrunchie and secure the hair. So I'm using one little piece for one braid, okay, sis? And then once I do that, I'm just gonna separate my hair into 2 and give it a little tug. That way I'm really nice and snug or whatever. And then I'm taking a little bit more of the shine and jam and applying to the rest of my hair on the top. Anyway, so I'm just gonna take the braid and I'm going to place it on my hair, okay? So I'm going to be securing that little scrunchie like 3 or 4 times. That way it is nice and secure. And then once I flip it down, okay, I'm just gonna take a little piece from the braiding hair just to make sure I'm giving myself a little nice snug situation. That way I give myself a little base on the braid, sis, okay? Because you don't want your braid to be moving around. You want it to be really nice and secure. I'm going to be sectioning the braiding hair into 3, exactly the way I'm doing. I'm just gonna take my natural hair and put it in the middle strand, okay? So I'm tucking it in the middle strand, and then I'm just gonna start braiding down. Exactly the way I'm saying, sis. Very, very easy, very beginner friendly. Anybody can actually do this. When I tell you this is easy peasy lemon squeezy, you better believe it, because sister, anybody can actually do this. You can do this on your daughter, you can do this on your mom, you can do this on anybody. I wanted to give you some easy summer styles that you can do an hour and you are out the door. Today's shout out goes to all my subscribers subscribers, thank you guys so much for subscribing. Thank you for rocking with me. Thank you for all the love. I really appreciate you. You guys are the real MVPs. I am nothing without you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. So once I get to where I want the braid to stop, I'm just gonna take a little piece from the side, and then I'm tying a knot like 4 or 5 times because the braid is big, okay? Because it is thick, you want to make sure you are securing really well. So at least 4 or 5 times. You're going to take your shine and jam, apply it to your hair. You're going to make sure, you know, your scalp is really nice and clean or whatever. You're going to be taking your yarn, placing it to your hair, making sure you have a shorter piece on the top right there, and then you have the longer piece on the bottom. And then you're just going to start going round, making sure it is nice and snug on the bottom, but not way too tight that you're giving yourself a headache. You're going to be taking the smaller piece of the yarn on the top and then combining that with the bigger piece of the yarn and then just tying a little knot. That way it is nice and secure. That way you don't have to work twice. And then you're gonna cut the excess yarn using your scissors. And then I'm taking a little bit more of the shine and jam and applying to the rest of my hair on the top. That way it is really nice and sleek. It's gonna take the braid and I'm going to place it on my hair. Okay, so I'm going to be securing that little scrunchie like 3 or 4 times. That way it is nice and secure. And then once I flip it down, I'm just gonna take a little piece from the braiding hair just to make sure I'm giving myself a little nice snug situation. That way I give myself a little base on the braid, sis, okay? I'm going to be sectioning the braiding hair into 3, exactly the way I'm doing. I'm just gonna take my natural hair and put it in the middle strand, okay? And then I'm just gonna start braiding down. Exactly the way I'm saying, sis. Very easy, very beginner friendly. Anybody can actually do this. This is for my sisters who cannot use rubber bands, who are afraid to use rubber bands because they break their hair, or they just don't wanna use rubber bands, they wanna try using something else. So once I get to where I want the braid to stop, I'm just gonna take a little piece from the side and then tie a little knot. So just a little piece, exactly the way I'm doing right there. And then I'm tying a knot like 4 or 5 times. Make sure you are securing really well. So at least 4 or 5 times, it is going to be nice and secure. And once you let it go, it is not going to unravel, sis. Gonna take my Kiss Edge Fixer and make sure I lay these baby hairs using the brush that I got from where? Amazon. You already know what it is by now, okay? And then I'm going to be using my styling strips just to make sure everything is nice and situated. So I'm just gonna be using this lid, pouring it some water because I want to be able to touch the braid once I start burning it, okay? So I'm gonna be using this lighter. So I'm just gonna start cutting the hair on the bottom where I have the knot tied, okay? So I'm gonna go down a little bit. So once I do that, I'm just gonna take my lighter and then I'm going to start burning the ends, okay? Just make sure you're very careful because you do not want to burn yourself, sis. So I'm just gonna be holding a little bit of the water to make sure, you know, I don't burn my fingers, okay? That's the whole point. And baby, when I tell you, these braids came all the way through. Yes, sis. I am loving this jumbo bob braids. Let me know if you guys are going to be trying this technique right here. And you know me, I cannot be the accessorizing queen without adding some accessories. So I'm going to be adding this gold accessories, okay? I'm going to be adding it at the end where I have the little knot. And baby, when I tell you, it took the style all the way to 100. Let me know if you guys are feeling it. Let me know if you guys are going to be trying this. Let me know if this is a hot summer style or whatever, because I am feeling these braids right about now, sis. Okay, you know me, I gotta give you a little styles here and there. Just put these braids up in a bun and then left one down just to make sure I'm giving myself a little boom. Okay. This is easy. This is so beginner friendly. Okay, just gonna pull all the braids up, and baby, when I tell you, I am feeling myself and using the little bobby pins just to make sure I secure this. Hair is already washed and moisturized. I'm going to be using my rat tail comb, my eco styling gel, my Diana brush, and my braiding hair. So this braiding hair is 3X Freetress braiding hair, and this is in color number 1, and I'm going to be using 2 packs. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'll start by sectioning my hair from ear to ear, just a straight line, exactly the way I'm doing. Just make sure it's really nice and straight, because you want to make sure this style comes all the way through, sis. So once I'm done sectioning from ear to ear, I'm going to start sectioning from the front. So I'm just going to section a little slanting line from my temple all the way to the back, and then on the other side as well. So I wanted to do like a little triangle, a little V, or whatever you want to call it, you know, just to make sure this style looks all the way cute or whatever. Just gonna be using the rubber bands to hold the hair, but I'm also going to be using the same rubber bands for this hairstyle, sis. I'm going to section the back as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to section a straight line from the top to the bottom. Okay, so I have 2 sections in the back and 3 sections in the front. This is a very easy tutorial for my sisters who don't know how to braid, who are learning how to braid. So once I'm done, I'm just going to pull out a little bit of hair in the front, so you know when we're done, the baby hairs come all the way through, sis. And I'm also going to be using my water bottle, sis. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the rubber band that it comes with off, and I'm just going to be securing that rubber band very close to me. So I'm just going to take my water bottle, spray my natural hair, and then make sure it's nice and juicy. And then I'm going to take my Eco Styling Gel, apply it to the hair. Take my Diana brush and make sure everything is nice and situated. And then I'm going to take the same rubber band that I was using to hold the hair and then just secure it, sis. So I'm just going to be securing it like 4 or 5 times. That way it is nice and secure. Not too tight that you're about to break your natural hair. Once I secure my natural hair, I'm going to start with the other section. So I just wanted to show you guys that you can actually just slick your hair down all the way before you start braiding. So that's what we're going to do today. So I'm going to do the same exact way I did. Take my Eco Styling Gel, apply it to my hair, take my Diana brush and make sure everything is nice and laid. Use my rubber band to secure it. This is the easiest technique. When I tell you this technique is easy, it is quick, it is time saving, it is money saving. I love to use Eco Styling Gel because it slicks my hair down really, really good. And you know I have 4C hair, sis, so you already know if my hair can slick down, your hair is going to slick down, okay? My hair is nice and sleek. I love this gel. It doesn't make my hair white when I'm done. Like after a week, I'm still looking good, sis, okay? And for some people who can use Eco Styling Gel, you can use whatever gel works for you, sis. Anyway, so I'm just gonna slick down all 5 sides of the hair. So I'm doing the same exact technique. Take my water bottle, spray my natural hair, and then take my Eco Styling Gel, apply it to the hair. Take my Diana brush and make sure everything is nice and situated, and then use my rubber band to secure it. Once I'm done slicking my natural hair down, I'm just gonna take the hair, the braiding hair now. So this is the 3X Freetress braiding hair. So I'm going to be using 1 piece for each section. So I'm just gonna take the hair out. It does have a rubber band that it comes with, so I'm not even taking that rubber band off, sis. I'm going to make sure I place it exactly the way I'm doing, so that way when I flip it over, it does hide the rubber band, sis. I'm going to secure the hair 4 or 5 times, and then I'm going to section my natural hair into 2, okay? And then I'm going to flip the hair back, so I have 2 pieces of the braiding hair, okay? I'm not even doing anything, sis. I'm just going to separate where the rubber band is secured. That's all I'm doing right there. I'm going to be sectioning my hair, my braiding hair into 3. So this 1 strand, I'm going to section it into 3. So I'm taking the middle piece and tucking my natural hair in, and then I'm just going to start braiding down. Just make sure you have a really nice grip on the hair that you're tucking in. That way, you know, it does not peep through, it does not do all of that. Very easy, very beginner friendly. Anybody can actually do this. And as you guys can see, my hair is nice and tucked in, because I'm using that middle strand to tuck the natural hair in. So I have 2 pieces of the natural hair. 1 is going to go with 1 strand, and the other one is going to go with the other piece, okay? This is a cute style that you can do on a Sunday night, okay? And Monday morning, you are just looking good. But while let's do talking, sis, have you subscribed to my channel? Don't forget to turn on your notification button so you do not miss out on any uploads, because this channel is getting wet, juicy, yes! Then I'm going to take a little strand from the bottom, and just tie that into a knot. Okay, so I'm going to do that twice. That way it is nice and secure. That way it does not unravel. That way, my sis, we don't have to be working twice. Once we are done, we are done. So I'm just gonna do it exactly the same way with the other one. I'm going to section my braiding hair into 3 equal pieces. And then I'm going to tuck my natural hair into the middle piece and start braiding all the way down. Oh, what? I'm telling you, if you haven't tried any of my styles, you better try this one, because guess what, sis? It is going to come all the way through. It is something that you can just wake up and get it done, and you are where? Out the door. Okay, so you better make sure you are trying these styles, because sis, when I tell you they come all the way through, I have a lot of people who tell me, Tupo, the styles are working. Oh my gosh, doesn't it just feel right when you are walking out the streets and somebody says, sis, who did your hair? And you're like, me? They're like, no way. I did. Make sure you follow Miss Tupo1, because she is going to show you all the hairstyles. Make sure you're sharing these videos with your cousin, your bestie, your mama, and your aunt, because you want everybody to know how to braid, how to style, how to look cute in the streets. Because listen, natural hair girls, we about to take over, period. Okay, we already took over. I mean, what am I even saying? And then I'm going to take a little strand from the bottom and just tie that into a knot. Okay, so I'm going to do that twice. That way it is nice and secure. That way it does not unravel. That way, my sis, we don't have to be working twice. Anyway, so I'm just going to show you guys again. I'm just going to place the braiding hair exactly the way I'm doing, and then I'm going to secure the braiding hair onto my slick down right there. Okay, so I'm securing it about 4 or 5 times. That way it is nice and snug. I'm going to section my natural hair into 2. So these are 2 strands. One is going to go with one strand, and then the other one is going to go with the other strand. Okay. So I'm going to section the first strand into 3 pieces, exactly the way I'm doing. I'm going to take my natural hair. Okay, so one of the pieces of the natural hair, I'm going to tuck that into the middle piece of the braiding hair, and then I'm going to start braiding down. As easy as ABC, sis. Exactly the way I'm saying. Very easy, very beginner friendly. Anybody can actually do this, sis. Gonna start braiding all the way down until I get to the end, and then I'm going to take a little strand from the bottom and just tie that into a knot. Okay, so I'm going to do that twice. That way it is nice and secure. That way it does not unravel. That way, my sis, we don't have to be working twice. Once we are done, we are done. So that's exactly what I'm doing. This is an easy style. This is just me trying to spice it up or whatever. This is cute. This is back to school. This is back to work. This is back to whatever, vacation. This is a whole new level right here, because sis, when I tell you it is easy, believe me, and when you're trying to do it on somebody else, it is easier. Make sure it is nice and tucked in, and then just start braiding all the way down. So that is all I'm doing right there. Very easy, very beginner friendly. Anybody can actually do this, sis. Braiding all the way down until I get to the end, and then I'm going to take a little strand from the bottom and just tie that into a knot. Okay, so I'm going to do that twice. That way it is nice and secure. Once I'm done braiding, sis, I'm just gonna take my mousse and make sure everything is nice and laid, nice and situated. Everything is all the way laid, sis. And then I'm just gonna take my Kiss Edge Fixer and make sure everything is nice and laid, nice and situated, or whatever. Use my brush that I got from where? Amazon. You already know what it is by now. And then I'm going to take my styling strips and make sure everything is nice and, you know, laying down or whatever. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. I'm so hyper. I am so happy that this channel is growing. We are growing, sis. So I'm gonna take my hot water. Make sure you're very careful, guys. Make sure you're very, very careful, because this water is hot right here. I'm just gonna make sure I seal the ends really, really well, okay? And I'm using this scarf. This is one of our scarves. By the way, you better check us out on our website. I'll put everything in the description below. And baby, when I tell you, these braids came all the way through, yes! Yes, sis, I am feeling this jumbo box braid situation going on right here. Let me know if you guys are feeling it. Let me know if you guys are going to be trying it. And you know me, I cannot be the accessorizing queen without adding some accessories, sis. So here I am adding this gold crown accessories, and baby, when I tell you this gold accessories took the style all the way to boom, 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 100. Let me know if you guys are feeling it. Let me know if you guys are going to be trying it. And you know me, I gotta give you some styles here and there, baby. And when I tell you I am feeling these styles right here, let me know if you guys think this is a hot summer style or whatever. Actually, this is a hot all year round style, sis. Let me know which one was your favorite style in this styles right here, and let me know if you guys are going to be trying them, because sis, this is easy, pain-free, and it is quick. Okay, it took me an hour. I am feeling this jumbo box braid situation going on right here. I'm going to be using my Shine and Jam, my rat tail comb, and my rubber bands to achieve this look. So what I'm going to do is I'll start by sectioning my hair from ear to ear, just a straight line, exactly the way I'm doing, guys. And then once I'm done, I'm going to section the hair into 3 sections. So I'm going to start sectioning the first box, and then I'm going to take my rubber band just to secure the hair, but I'm also going to be using the same rubber band for this braids. So I'm just going to section the other section as well. Try to make sure it's really nice and straight or whatever. And then I'm going to section the second line from ear to ear in the back, guys. So together I have about 8 sections. So I'm going to have 3 on the top right there. I'm going to section the back into 2 as well and take a rubber band to secure it, and then I'm going to section the remaining of the hair into 3 pieces. So I wanted to do something that is really, really nice and fast, that is elegant, that is cute. 30 minutes, you are done doing these braids. I'm telling you, this is the easiest. What? Tupo, you always say this is easy, but I'm telling you, this is the easiest style that you guys can do. Anybody can actually do this. You can do this on yourself. You can also do this on your kids, honey. This is the easiest style that you can do. Christmas Day, you are going to be looking all kinds of cute. Alright guys, so once I'm done sectioning the hair, I have about 8 sections. I'm going to be using this Super TZ 60-inch braiding hair, and this is in color 1B. I'm using 2 packs of this hair. This is 60 inches, as I said. It comes 3 in a pack, and I'm going to be using all 2 packs. I'm just gonna take it out of the pack, and then I'm taking a little piece out of the hair, guys. From each section, I'm taking a little piece out because I wanted them to be large, but not extremely large. I wanted them to look really nice and neat. I wanted to be able to put them up and everything like that. So I'm gonna be taking a rubber band and securing the braiding hair, guys, just like I do with the ponytail, just like I do with the scrunchie. And then I'm going to be placing it on this holder, this hair holder. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the rubber band out, and then I'm taking my Shine and Jam, applying it to my scalp, making sure it's really nice and clean or whatever. Once I'm done applying my Shine and Jam, I'm just going to make sure the hair is really nice and sleek. And then I'm going to take my rubber band to secure my hair, guys. So I'm going to section my hair into 2, give it a little tug. Just make sure it's tight, but not too tight that it's going to give you guys a headache. Anyway, so once you're done tagging your hair, you're just going to take the braiding hair that you have the rubber band on. You're going to be placing it on the other side. That way, when you flip it down, it actually is covering your natural hair. Secure that on my head as well, okay? On the same, very close to the other rubber band that you just did, okay? And then once you're done, you're just going to take a little bit more Shine and Jam, apply it to your natural hair. That way it's really nice and sleek. When you're tucking it in, it does not show. So I'm just going to place the hair down. You guys can see I have 2 strands. I'm going to be sectioning a little bit from both strands. That way I have 3 equal pieces. Okay, very, very easy, guys. As you guys can see, I'm not even having trouble, trying to see if my hair is really nice and secure on the bottom, because I already did that part. So you don't have to worry about trying to make sure it's nice and secure on the bottom. It is already doing that for you. My natural hair is going to be tucked in with the middle strand, guys, okay? Move the braiding hair a little back, just exactly the way I'm doing, and then start braiding down. tucking your hair with the middle strand and start braiding down, sis. Exactly the way I'm doing. Make sure your hair is tucked in with the middle strand. That way it's easy peasy lemon squeezy when you are trying to braid it down. Okay? Very, very easy, very beginner friendly. I mean, anybody can actually do this. If you were not able to braid by yourself all this time, all these techniques that I've shown you, if you were not able to do it, and if you don't have time to sit down for like an hour or two, this is the perfect style that you guys can do. You better get into it. Get into it. Get into it, yeah. Get into it, yeah. You guys already know when I'm this hype, it means the style is what? It's easy. Just doing a basic, you know, under braid. Okay, so this is what I like doing. When I do an under braid, it does lay better. But if you can't do an under braid, you can do an over braid. Why I was still talking, sis? Have you subscribed to my channel? Don't forget to turn on your notification button so you do not miss out on any uploads, because this channel is getting what? Juicy! Yes, sis! Today's shout out goes to Joyce Musungu. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right, sis. Thank you so much for supporting my channel. Thank you for rocking with me. Thank you for all the love. I really, really appreciate it. You are a real one today. Okay, sis. Once I'm done, you know, I'm just gonna go all the way to the end and take a little piece at the end and tie a knot, guys. That way it does not unravel. I don't have to work twice. When I'm done, I am done. Okay? I'm gonna show you guys again on the top. You're going to take the rubber band out and apply some shine and jump, making sure you're also touching the lines, you know, the sections as well. All right, so you're just gonna make sure everything is really nice and clean, nice and, you know, sleek or whatever. And then you're just going to use the rubber band to secure it and giving yourself a little tug, making sure it's nice and tight, but not way too tight that it's giving you a headache. If you're using rubber band and it is showing a little bit, that's okay. If you're using black hair and the same type of rubber bands, it's actually not going to be bad at all. So if it's going to show a little bit, giving you a little peekaboo, that is just fine, sis. Don't worry about it. Don't sweat it too much. You are actually looking cute in the streets. Okay. Making sure you're taking a little bit from both sections, making this into 3 equal pieces. Tucking your natural hair in with the middle part. That way it is easier for you to braid it down and your hair does not show. As you guys can see, I'm not even having trouble trying to make sure I'm gripping the roots or anything like that, because the rubber band has already done that for me. Braid it all the way down and then use a rubber band or use a little knot at the end. You know, take a little section at the end and secure the bottom as well. Okay, and that's about it. Oh my gosh, when I tell you guys this is the easiest style that you guys can ever do. If you guys want some really nice hair, this is it, sis. This is it right here. That's about it. Once I'm done, you know, I'm going to use my Kiss Edge Fixer and make sure I lay these baby hairs all the way down. And using the brush that I got from Amazon, you already know what it is by now. And I'm laying these baby hairs, honey, because listen, we're about to be looking all kinds of cute. And I'm just going to be using my styling strip just to make sure everything is nice and laid. And then, you know me, I gotta moisturize my scalp using my coconut oil and my Jamaican black castor oil mixture just to make sure I moisturize everything, honey. And then, you know, I gotta take my mousse and make sure everything is nice and laid. All the flyaways are gone. But also, honey, you're gonna take some scissors and make sure you cut everything out. You know me, I like to accessorize and make sure I take everything all the way to 100, okay? So I'm just gonna be using these little gold accessories and use them where I have the little knot at the end. But you can use hot water if you want, sis, okay? And baby, when I tell you, these braids came all the way through. Yes, sis, I am living for these braids right here. 8 braids and you are out the door. I am loving them. I think they are cute. Let me know if you guys think these are cute. Let me know if you guys are loving them. Let me know if you guys think this is a hot style right here. And you know me, I gotta add some styles here and there, and bad. These styles are coming all the way through, honey. I took the style all the way up. And I'm also adding a little more accessories because you know me, I cannot be the accessorizing queen without adding more accessories, okay? And baby, this style came all the way through. Yes, sis, I am loving this style right here. Let me know if you guys are feeling it. Christmas, honey, we gotta be sparkling, okay? If you do not have time, if you do not have energy to do hair, this is it right here. 30 minutes and you are done. Thank you guys so much for subscribing to my channel. Thank you guys so much for watching my videos. Thank you so much for sharing my videos. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe we are here today. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. You guys are the real MVPs. Make sure you share this with your cousin, your bestie, your mama, and your aunt, because sharing is caring. And I will catch you guys in my next one. Bye.